বাট ও যেসব প্রশ্নগুলো করবে ভালো করে শুনে লিখবি। করিস তো, ভালোই তো করিস। হঠাৎ 3.5 হয়ে যায়। খুব হাইফাই কিছু করলে, ছবিগুলো দেওয়ার মতো হলে তখন আমি পনিরটা যতটা হচ্ছে রেখে তো আমি আবার পরে গরম করে নেবো। কতক্ষণ চলবে পনির? চলে স্টার্ট হচ্ছে।
Hey,
Hello, Pankaj. Good afternoon.
hey Arghya.
Yeah,
Hey, good afternoon. Let's give some few more
yes.
minutes to Sagar. He's a hiring manager, so let him join.
Sure. No problem. Thank you.
No worries, man. I think he's getting delayed. Let me call him. And
Yeah. Please take your time. Yeah, sure.
hey, the Sagar actually is stuck up in a meeting. Is it okay if we just join back in like 15 minutes? Maybe we can
Yeah, sure.
reconnect at 6:15. We'll extend it. We'll give you enough time.
No
Don't
issues.
worry.
No issues. We can. So
So
I'm staying in
let's
the same call.
join.
I'm
Let's
already
join
joined.
at 6:15
Okay.
or
Same link.
6:20. Let's make it 6:20.
6:20, right?
Uh,
Same link,
huh?
right? Same link, right?
Same link. Yes, yes, same link.
Okay.
We'll
See
join
you at
back.
6:20 then.
Sorry, apologies, man.
No problem, man. We'll join back at 6:20 exactly.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Once লাগে 20 মিনিট টাইম দিয়ে দিয়েছে বানানোর জন্য দিদিকে So I have a dynamic content assistant application, so which is a kind of system you want to sell. We have utilized loading separately compiled and separately deployed stuff, and separately compiled and separately deployed stuff. So that wasn't to achieve content, right? Yeah. So we have another application, so this will come to the details of it, and then it talks to in the backend also tech stack we are using Angular applications, Angular and content, and yes, a single query is the same. I want to just click on zero here and focus on modules, config driven UI. We have config driven UI, like that means, and the custom component. State management we have used, a lot of preferences, a lot of activations, performance improvements, and then this very best, like. So I'm going to explain this like draw this diagram. So I have a sale application and I have a remote application. So on the sale application, so we write so we need to add user architects slash model applications. Also do the data three things like the one is the national of the skeleton for module plus the config. It installs the custom model builder, train all the reference, and assign module post to the mod it is done. So yes, JavaScript we can extend global variable to control global listeners if that is after memory point of view like many times first out the unstyled font first, then load the actual font, unstyled font, invisible text, also invisible text, also invisible text. And so anything professional data delivery photos enhancements, coming to the font a lot of font optimizations, and font optimizations, a lot of optimizations involved. Now videos, fonts, videos. Coming to the animation optimizations, progressive enhancement, you can say the GIF format. Let me tell an scenario that we have done in our project. So if we have to, we need to use fallback. The browser can decode the client hint HTTP headers and the things like they are using the concept of DPR, like device pixel. So it may happen that our one pixel, it's not equivalent to your big TVs 1 pixel, right? It will take divide to big anyway, so the device is big. So 1 pixel is not always equivalent, may or may not be equivalent to 1 pixel of your device. It depends on the resolution of your device. So sometimes we stress, we track that like your device PC ratio 55 and depends on the past short circuit, short circuit, all the other things. And media loading into adaptive media loading into a lot of adaptive media loading. Adaptive depends on the then I mean also depends like it is. I just can log in from different remote areas, remote servers also. So like lower resolution image, good resolution image, even along with image, load the video as well, for example. So we'll see if like same data is there on our device memory, hardware concurrency, same data device memory, concurrency. Okay. It was bit able to some instant memory function, memory available device memory. We can give some image on use case. Some use case could be project like disable audio, video, audio play on server network. Limit the carousel image, a small image with blur effect we can do. CSS sprites and another thing, CSS sprites we can use. Like, let's give an example. Let's say you have to load Facebook icon, like a lot of icons like Facebook, Instagram, a lot of other icons. No, you can do an icon. So rather than having one small let's say 20 icons are there. Club together and loading concept was here as well. Intersection of customer handling, video processing. As I mentioned, the content website, I think lot of optimization techniques. Lot of optimization. As I mentioned, it's like lot of optimization techniques are used it. Lot of optimization techniques are used it. Coming to the yes, lot of optimization techniques are used it. Like because point at responsiveness or adaptive internal location devices, accessibility, asset optimization, even service optimization, security, maximum resources, offline support, login monitoring, internationalization, IoT monitoring, safety deployments, different system, how to set standards, design systems, and then a lot of more testing, lot more, a lot more. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, so here mainly we have used a lot of mobile and desktop, so like responsive design or adaptive design is one thing. Then internet locations, accessibility, things, that might take some time. We have some dynamic and personal, loading separately compiled and separately deployed, separately compiled applications. Like now to have that cohesive user response, providing cohesive user response. I used micro content that has some order dashboard. That has some let's so it is our UI, for example. Okay, it is our UI. So let's say it is our UI. So this is our UI, for example. So that is using a lot of things like so like let's say this is our sale application, and within this we have our say order dashboard. Okay, so order dashboard, we have order dashboard. The order dashboard, there are a lot of different orders, print type of order, and that itself is a project. Okay, as many as print order, graphical order, other types like different order, print plus graphical order plus like digital order, like this all things we put to one health project. And then there are account management. Okay, these are things like transaction log and publishing. I'm coming to that. Publishing. Then there are different submenu features are there. Authentication module are there. Authentications are there. Notification channel, we have a notification channel. Notification channel is there. Then we have a search. Also that is there. User management is there. So these all are now inside this order dashboard. If I give order dashboard, so inside the order dashboard are a lot of modules. And every module will have a lot of components, files, directives. Okay? So they talk to each other. Like this one module I mentioned, like this way there are n number of modules are there in that, and there are n number of modules are there. Few of them are lazy loaded, few of them are not, and like we talk to each other. Like whenever some module need to connect to each other, so we connect. So what we have done is that there is an angular application. So yeah, I'm coming to now. Now it goes to the backend. Like in the backend we have a node API gateway. API gateway is present over here, and that is there. Again, there are multiple like microservice architecture is there. Like one service and one database is attached with this. Like there are different this kind of microservices things are there. They talk to each other. There is you can say Kafka is present as a message broker. So it's a event bus, you can say, or publish and subscribe the things, and then it goes to the database, and what do we have? Now, if we talk about the specific things, like we have used one cell and one host application, we have created one host application and one cell. Cell one is host, cell one is not a host. host application, and there are the remote application, remote applications, and now the remote application expose themselves. Remote applications expose themselves, and host applications consume that, like maybe 1, 2, 3 letter, and they use dynamic import kind of concept, and then so yes, so with that, what happens is that these all are the separately inside one repo, so mono repo you can say. They are the separately compiled and separately deployed stuff which are getting linked to this cell. Okay, so that is nothing what we are introducing or coming from monolith UI to a micro frontend UI. So this is the way our application is done, and as it is yes, there are many more things we can say again, like along with that, like we have our store, like maintenance project principal, verify, data driven, config driven UI, RHS management, store management. So there are many more things we have. So yeah, we'll discuss the same. Time to go and move.
It's just Sagar is just joining in a couple of minutes. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So you are now in Bangalore, is it?
Yeah, I am in Bangalore.
Hey, Sagar.
Hey, hi guys. Sorry, I'm extremely sorry for reschedule.
No problem, man. Hi, Sagar.
Yeah.
Good
Hey,
evening.
hi there. Very good evening.
So how do you pronounce your name?
My
Arg
name is Arghya Pal. You can say Arghya.
Arghya. Okay. Arghya. Okay. Thank you. All right.
Okay, so So I'm just reading your resume.
Yeah,
Just give me a
please.
minute.
Yeah. Do you want me to give a quick overview of that?
Yeah, definitely. But just give me a minute.
Yeah,
I
please.
saw your resume when I was shortlisting. But
Yeah,
just give me a minute. CICD. Okay. June. Oh, it's just 1 year. Okay. Oh, Feb 2022.
Yeah.
Accenture. Oh, it's just Accenture. Okay.
I'm in
I
Accenture only, but
oh,
different clients we need to serve, right? So that
correct,
I
correct,
broke
correct.
down
I got
into
it. I got it.
yeah.
Okay, I got it. Yeah.
Initial 4 years I was in TCS, then I'm part of Accenture for last 3.9.
Okay, got it. Yep. Okay, so I think
Yeah.
Pankaj, you want to start or should I start?
No, yeah, I think I'll let you get a brief from him.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, so, what do you, can you just explain your experience
Yeah. Let
and
me.
maybe more about, just hold on, and more about what you did in last 2 years? What are your roles and responsibilities
Yes.
and any achievements, if any?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, first of all, to both of you, Pankaj and Sagar, for giving me this opportunity. And I'm having total 8 years of extensive experience as a full stack. I'm working for last 5 years. And coming to that, in the front end technologies, I am very proficient when it comes about JavaScript, TypeScript, and mainly on Angular. I have experience in React as well. And in the backend side, I'm working currently in the Node.js as a backend, and along with that MongoDB or sometimes PostgreSQL or some other things. And yeah, I additionally on my portfolio, I also achieved some chatbot applications which I'm very proud of. Like that, we used Google Dialogflow like as a natural language processing engine, and we implemented to automate few of the tasks for one of our project. And additionally, in the current project itself, we have implemented CI/CD pipeline and Dockerized and like using Kubernetes. We have done the deployment setup as well. So which helped me not only to restrict myself over the development part of that. Also, I do have knowledge and foundation of that complex software maintenance and deployment lifecycle as well. And one more thing I feel I'm good at, that is once it comes about knowledge sharing and taking trainings, grooming juniors, I'm very good at it. So I love teaching complex topics in a very good diagrammatic way, so that goes to other persons in a very different way. So I take a lot of seminars and like forums in my current organizations. Recently I have done a Docker Kubernetes sessions and addressing 50,000 audience, which was appreciated by a lot of people. I love doing that. So that's a quick summary about me and current projects. We need to, coming to the roles and responsibilities, we are in this project from the ideation phase to the deployment phase completely. So here I need to connect to the different BAs. Once the requirement is sorted down, so I need to note down things. There are different Scrum Master. They create the story and epics in the Jira, work in the agile model, and they assign the things to us. So there I need to work as an individual contributor. Additionally, groom the other resources, whoever juniors are there. So do their code review, work with them many a times, solve them with the strategies. Also architecting the projects many a times, that is essential over here. And actually did lot of optimizations and performance improvement stuffs that helped all of us to gain a lot of benefits in terms of dollar also. And so yeah, that's a day-to-day task about me and the roles and
No, I
responsibilities.
didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't get the
Yes.
day-to-day task. You told
Yes.
me your, so you gave me a general idea about the roles, activities you do. But I
Yeah.
don't think I've got the idea about the roles and responsibility you perform, because you're telling me about the activities on a very larger scale. You said you
Yeah.
started from the ideation and
Yeah.
all other stuff,
Let me break
but
it
I
down
didn't
in a
answer my
more.
question.
Yeah, let me break it down in a day-to-day life, what we need to do exactly. Like as I mentioned, like once the stories and are created, epics are created, I need to like go through the stories and then start actively working on it, and like feature by feature we need to develop it. And initial phase of that, we need to do the architecting the project, like what all things, tech stacks we are going to use. I mean, I'm going back a little back, then coming to the day to day, like which tech stacks we are going to use, what will be the prototype, what all things we need to do to achieve the minimum viable product. Okay, then we prioritize these all stories or epics will take it in this current sprint. I assign few of them to the different team members, and I also take the many of the tickets and then start working on the development life cycle of that. So as a part of that, I need to actively working in the as a full stack in the front end, Angular module creations, different component creations, pipe creations, actively pure development work I need to do. And also at the end, we have a call that there we need to provide the status to the onshore people also. There, so we provide the status to them, and again, like it goes on like that way. So that is my active day of work. Like also additionally, as I mentioned, PR reviews, March reviews, these all things comes from different persons. I need to manage those things and give them proper feedback. If there is some improvement scope, align them with that. Okay, so I hope I have answered your questions. Like that is something I do actively on a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
Sagar, go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, sounds good. So before we start on technical side, right?
Yes.
Maybe we'll slowly move to technical side.
Yeah,
So you have decided to resign, or you have already resigned?
I am resigned already on last working days of 30th of August 30.
Okay,
30th August.
Yeah,
Okay, so you recently resigned, huh?
recently resigned.
Okay.
Almost
And
1
what is
month.
the idea? What was the thought that provoked?
Yes, please tell me.
No, I'm asking what was the thought which provoked you to resign actually?
Oh yeah. So as I mentioned, I am hardcore coder, okay, and I love development from the core of my heart, and I cannot restrict myself once there is no such innovative work or something like that. So the reason I resigned is that the project that I am actively working in, that is almost to the end of it. Now the enhancement is scope is almost finished it up, okay. Only the BAU kind of works are coming up, okay, and I cannot expand my horizon to the next level. So I started searching opportunity inside the organization or outside the organizations. So that was the thing I resigned.
Okay. But you didn't get a chance within Accenture?
I did not get a chance because here the release process was not that easy, as I was, working on this project for last 2 years, and it does not go in that way. So I was looking for a more active and challenging things. And yeah, second part was, let me be very frank over here. The financial thing is also matters over here. I mean, both things drives me, like as a person, that also matters. Like that was another reason also. Additionally, along with the work, definitely we need to love the work, otherwise we will not get the satisfactions. On the other hand, and the financial ground was also there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before we proceed, right,
Please.
and actual Angular stuff or JavaScript stuff, all right,
Yes.
maybe I'll ask two questions to you, which is like, maybe kind of technical or maybe kind of non-technical, okay?
Yeah.
And then we'll move on to actual Angular discussion.
Yes, please.
So one question is, what is that complex problem that you solved within last 6 months? What do you think? What was that? Can you explain us? And that you think that it was super complex and it
Let me
was.
share my screen for a minute to better explain. Yeah, so like we are working in a project there, it is all about content. Okay, I mean, it is a content assistant project. So in that project, I mean, in this website, lot of users comes and then they create the content, and then that is getting published in the newspaper media or digital media or some other places and all. But here the main challenge that we had was the monolith UI. The problem over here was like we have a single UI entirely deployed in a one repository, okay, monolithic UI. But we face a lot of challenges, like when something we need to change, we need to make a complete regression testing, again test other unit tests are working fine or not. So we took a decision that is in progress also, like last 4 or 5 months, like break down the monolith UI to a kind of separately built and compiled micro front-end applications, okay. So MFE we can say. So that was
Okay.
something complex part.
Okay, got it, got it. So you mean you solved this problem by delivering micro front end? Okay.
Not only one microphone, I mean this is one part of it. Okay, there are a lot of parts. Like micro content was one thing that helped us to achieve a greater performance with this. Along with that, we have done a lot of performance optimizations. I can explain in details. A lot of asset optimization.
Okay, okay. But yeah, this I see as a what do you say, architectural stuff, right? Or architectural decision, right?
Yes.
But this might be a collective decision. It cannot be one person, right?
No, definitely
so
not.
What is what is that a problem that you think you solved, or what is that a complex challenge that you think that at an individual level you have done?
Yeah.
See, all this I understand. This is a need of our.
Yeah. So yeah, I can recall now. Like, see, we had a PDF editor. Okay. So like many person can come and edit few things and add annotation to it, and then they save the PDF and goes to other place. Okay. So
which plugin you are using?
We are using Foxit. Okay. Foxit version 8 we are using. Okay. So I'm currently working to make it 8 to 9. The main problem here that we faced, like let's say one human image is there and you start drawing annotation like this is head, this is hand, this is leg, like that you are drawing annotation over here. And once you save it, the main problem was that if you open it in the Chrome browser or Adobe Chrome browser or in the like tab, so it is showing properly. I mean, this annotation is showing properly. But the moment you open it at Adobe PDF Reader, so Adobe Reader, so what is that is this layer is going in the back. That means you're behind the hand, it is telling it is hand, not on top of the hand. It should be in the front layer, the annotation. So that was a really challenging problem for all of us because we are using a third party. We don't have direct control to it. And so we connected. I connected with the Foxit team. We had a lot of collaboration sessions. There was then we found that in the like version 9 we are using some like prototype that is not supported. Okay, so we wrote our custom code to pick up those annotations one by one and use that layering and took it in the next layer in case of like that should be the default one. So that management was really tough, and adding validations on top of their web provided validations. Like they provide few validations like images, PDF is not a, if you in this PDF editor, now one more thing, in this PDF editor you can add one PDF that will come as a copy sheet or another PDF content inside the PDF also. You can add images also on top of this. Okay, so here this default validation they do that. Let's say you are doing a text file, something text.txt, you just converted to .pdf and uploaded it. It will tell it is not a correct PDF, give a alert message. So that comes from them directly. But adding some, like now we had a requirement, some image if we are trying to upload, we need to also validate if it is a valid image or not. So I have also achieved that things like
but what valid image in a what sense?
Yes, please tell me.
Valid image in a what sense?
Valid image means, how do you, let's say there are many reasons for an invalid image. Like one thing is normal text file anyone can convert to .jpg. Okay, that will look like an image, right? But any image editor cannot open it. But if you upload those kind of things, that will decode by something by this PDF editor, and at the end the generation will be problematic, right? So printing will be a problem.
So one question, since you said you are in agile and management and right? So how did this ticket or this particular Foxit issue was divided into agile?
Yeah, so first of all, initially it came as a bug. Okay, so it came as a bug with some 2-3 hours of estimate like that way. But then we understood that it's not a bug because it needs complete version changing 8 to 9. And even a lot of R&D work was also involved. I was individually working on this. So in that agile story itself, it was not a part of single release. It was part, okay. And then there was 2 story created from there. One is Spike story. Spike user story means like with some 80 hours of like R&D task was allocated to this to come up with a lot of solutions. Because in our project, it was earlier using Angular 8 also. And with that, this version was not compatible. So a lot of things we need to keep it in mind, like what compatibility are there.
Okay, so you mean there was a spike created, ticket created, and then release created. Okay.
Then it came as the original story, and then the task was allocated and
Okay.
assigned to me, and we
Got
started
it.
working.
So you said recently you learned CI/CD, or rather, you have a good understanding of CI/CD and all, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So will you be able to explain me what is blue-green deployment? Have you ever done it?
Yeah, we did it, not in this project. So concept over here is we all are like, we don't want that any downtime for any system. If you deploy something, there will be definitely some time it will be occupied for the deployment to be completed, and that time it is the ideal time, we can say. We cannot access the things. So blue-green deployment is nothing but making one server up, like at that time, making one server ready. At that time, your all incoming requests are still pointed to the previous server, which is still working. Okay, once this server is ready, I mean, the deployment is done, just aligning the incoming request to the new one. Okay,
Correct.
so that
Okay.
helps us actually.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's start with Angular and TypeScript
One quick
questions.
question here.
Please,
I'm
please.
sorry to interrupt. So in the same scenario, do you see any issues happening
Same scenario, please tell
in
me.
the blue-green deployment?
Yes.
Do you see any case where things failing?
Blue-green deployment, anything which is failing. Failing means during see, once this server is completely up,
Not during deployment. Once it is live.
so once it is live, something is getting failed. We can understand that initially we pointed to the next server, and it's something is failing, you mean to say. So that time
No,
we can.
I'm asking what are the situations where things can go wrong or when things can fail? Situational. Maybe you can give me any situation, or it is error free.
Okay.
You can say that also. I'm okay with that.
Got it. I mean, what are the situations some error may occur during this
Yeah,
deployment?
situational. It's a concept, right? Ultimately.
Correct. So it can be, yeah, I completely understand your questions. So maybe during the configuration phase, okay, or environment matching, some problematic things happens. Like in our case, all the environments are placed in the
No,
HashiCorp
no, no,
vault.
no,
Okay.
no, no. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's assume you have everything configuration is also all correct. The deployment is done. Server is all good.
Okay.
The server also started fine.
Okay.
Do you see any problem happening?
Yeah, maybe switching or routing errors, it can be. Am I correct? Like once we are switching from like blue to the green, we can expect the result, some unexpected things in the downtime, and that may
Yeah,
result
that's that. What could be that?
misconfiguration in the DNS loader or load balancers or routing rules. We write a lot of things, right? So something, some problematic things happens, and we are misdirected or blocked by something.
No, you're not getting the point again. So what I'm saying is, let's assume everything is configuration is all fine.
Okay.
The load balance is also functioning correctly. Everything is all good.
Mm-hmm.
Still, do you see any problem happening on the user side? Let me be more explicit.
Okay.
Would there be any situation where user can face some issue if things are implemented this way on the client side or the server side? See, right now we're not talking about server configuration. Okay, we're maybe
Yeah. All are good actually. Mm-hmm.
yeah, our server side is all good.
All good.
Load balancer correctly configured. Dockers are all correctly connected.
All configured. Yeah. So you mean to say like once user is accessing the website, maybe some issue user is getting.
I'm asking, could there be an issue?
Yeah, it could be like caching issue. Could be many a times. It could be like some of the things are like it's not working fine because of some caching issue, or browser or device compatibility issue. Also, user may get. Okay, so session management or state management, if you are doing, for example, so that time if something went wrong, so that could be a problem. So we need to detect it. It can happen. We might experience issues with the sessions also, if abruptly like something problematic things happens in the green deployment.
Okay, fair enough. Okay,
Yeah.
Sagar, we can continue.
Okay. So let's start with the very basic question. You said you are comfortable with JavaScript, right?
Yeah.
How comfortable you are with scoping?
Scoping.
Yeah. Can you open a browser, please?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to console, or maybe JSPDL, whatever.
JSPDL is open.
But just make sure that you keep that auto output as off.
Yeah, auto output is off. We need to click run button here.
Correct. Just Just write JavaScript. Okay. So pretty simple. We have to follow a couple of steps, and we have to fill in the gap. It is a very basic question so that we can start with the next steps. Okay. Write variable var ABC equal to
where ABC equal to
brackets hello. I mean quotes hello, not brackets.
okay,
Sorry,
okay, okay.
quotes hello.
Normal string hello. Yeah.
Yeah. Just can you make it little more zoom? Just control
Yeah,
plus.
yeah. Able to see?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Just go down, write a function test.
Function test.
Right, write var ABC
Where ABC.
equals to, where are you from?
I'm from Bangalore, Mahadevpura.
Okay, just say in quotes again, Bangalore.
Okay, so I have another
Okay,
function which is just having where ABC equal to Bangalore. Once again. Yeah.
okay, yeah, correct. Just do enter on the line 5. No, enter. On
Okay.
line number 4, just do enter.
Yeah.
Console.log.
Inside the function only,
Yeah,
console.log.
close the brackets. That's it. Now, when we run this function test, right?
Okay, so console.log ABC I'll write or nothing.
No. Just a question. Okay.
Okay.
So when we run this test function, right, we want to see output as a hello Bangalore. So you have only opportunity to fill in the gap is bracket next to the log.
I mean, I have opportunity to do anything inside the console log.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So inside the function, what can I do so that it will
No.
output hello Bangalore?
So you don't have opportunity to change anything except those brackets. It's just a fill in
Line
the
number
blank.
5. You have to only change, can update line number 5. Update. Okay.
And that to that bracket.
Yeah, that to that bracket.
I mean, something I can do over here. I mean, inside
Yes,
the console log,
yes.
that will bring, I mean, I may call a function or do anything concatenation that will result hello Bangalore. Okay.
Correct.
Okay, I have a function ABC hello function test where ABC Bangalore, and over that I have a console log. So what function will be definitely called from outside, or it is also not called?
Correct. Function will be called outside. Yes, test. Close it. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I call this test, so console log do ABC. Okay. If I write ABC plus, if I write ABC plus, I have a var ABC equal to hello, fine. Then I have a function test, then I have var ABC equal to Bangalore. And then I need to write some console log. So if I write ABC, ABC is open in the Bangalore. Okay, global scope as I have right window dot ABC. If I do, so I'll pick up the hello, and then this ABC will pick up this things. Let me try it.
No. Wait.
No, I
Don't
cannot
run
try
it.
it.
Don't run
Yeah.
it, dude.
Even if it worked also, see. I mean, that's what I thought also. I should have asked you before clicking run button. Sorry for that. But it worked also, you see. So my intention was there is ABC, which is in the global scope. So I just picked it up from window.abc as it is in the global scope. And these things is present inside this function scope, so that I can easily access with ABC as I am inside here only. So I tried window.abc plus ABC.
Okay, but what is window here?
Window is nothing but window is a global scope, or global object, you can say. Like if you open any console log, you just write window, enter, you can see all the things available within that. Okay. Yeah.
And what
For
is
example,
global scope?
a global
No,
scope
wait,
is,
go
yeah,
there only. Yeah.
Yes, please.
What is global?
Global scope means, let's say once we declare any variable, okay, or variable or functions. So with var keyword, like in, and that will become available in the entire scope, okay, so that anyone from any place they can access it, even if you don't declare with the name. So that will be kind of global scope only.
So you mean that whenever I want to access such thing, we have to use window?
No, not like that. So, but here, as it is, I am inside this, I cannot see in my current scope change, I cannot access the variable at same name, right? And I cannot, I'm in this block, in this place, I cannot access this ABC, right? So I need to specifically tell, hey, please go and pick up the ABC which is present in the global scope. That is nothing but window.abc. What this is doing, I mean, then it is accessible outside this place as well, okay? And then you have your own ABC that is present, so that you just use it and do this.
And if we have to do this outside the function, is it possible? Same way?
Outside the, I mean, if you want to, what you want to do outside the function?
So now we have two variables, right?
Yeah.
Just copy them. Cut the line. Correct.
Yeah.
Just do it after test.
Okay. So at this place, I don't
What will
have
happen?
this. Okay. So if you write something, okay. So you did the controller outside the test, right? There will be a thing. So ABC.
First of all, is it possible?
It is not possible.
Why?
Get some error.
Not possible. Why?
See, it
Oh,
is
sorry,
not
Faiza.
it is not returning anything. I have the same variable ABC, hello. Okay.
Correct. But then what can be done here?
I can return ABC from here. Okay. Can I change to return something? And then I can see window.abc and ABC are same here at this line. Okay. That is nothing but hello only. Okay. And then my main agenda is here, how to get this data. So if it returns some string, I just call that function test over here and get the return value, and hello Bangalore will be printed. So one more problem happening over is that duplication of, like, again inside the function, if you no, we are using var only, that's fine. That is not good. If I don't use var or something, then it will become a global scope, and then there will be a collision.
So how do you return it?
I can return simply instead of this, I can return Bangalore like this.
Okay.
And I can call this function like without calling it here, I can call here directly.
Okay, got it. Okay, let's talk about Angular now.
Yes, please.
No, I have a question. So,
Okay.
can you explain closures here, or you can explain the whole concept of closure?
Yeah, so closure, like it's a concept like nothing but it's all again related to the like scope chaining concept only. So like we say, like if we have a outer function and over there we have inner functions, and we have some variable present in the outer function and the same variable name is present in the inner functions, let's say. So we are able to access those things, okay? So it's nothing but a combination of the function plus its all lexical environment. I mean, it will allow you to access the variables from its outer scope, that is, even if it is not present in the inner scope, you can get it from the outer scope. So first it will check if it is available in my inner scope or not. If not, it will propagate to the next scope chain, and it will check if it is available in the outer scope. If yes, yes. So it is nothing but a scope hierarchical way. It will keep on checking. So this concept is called.
Can you simply write? Can you just simply write what you're saying?
Yeah. So let me write a. Can I remove this?
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So let me try to write some function. Let's say outside function. And what I am supposed to do, I have some variable over here. As I mentioned, some variable I will have in the outer the scope. Well, let's say out variable. It's equal to, let's say, hi. And what can I do? I can have another function, inside function. So this inside function is trying to access, let's say I don't have out variable over here, but I am trying to access that what is the value of this out variable which was defined over here, and at the end what I am trying to do, so we'll see once we'll do console log. So thing is I am returning this inside function. Okay, I'm going to copy it. So if I do that now, let's say in order to explain the concept of closure, so what I am doing is that I am calling this outside function, out function. Okay, so that is returning a function, inner function, which will be coming to this closure, and if I copy this and call this closure, my expectation over here is the high that I have written over here, so that should be printed. How it will try searching it if it is present something here. If not, it will go to the next scope chain, and this hi hello will be printed over here. So let's see.
Got it. I think that's fine.
Yeah. So this is the way. It's just like like this. In this example, this out function defines the inner function, as I mentioned, which is referencing out variable from the enclosing scope. Okay, that is.
Okay, now hold your thought there. Okay, so now tell me, have you done this? Have you really implemented this ever?
Yeah, so in real cases also we implemented once, there is a concept like some data hiding purpose. Many a times we have implemented like some salary part we don't want to disclose, for example. So data
What?
protection.
No, wait. Have you implemented this thing in Angular? Let me be very specific.
Acha. Specifically, there is direct closure concept in Angular. You are asking where I have used.
I'm asking, have you?
In JavaScript, many times we have used, but I'm trying to create the dot between Angular where it is used specifically. So
No, hear my question. I'm asking, have you?
no, I have not.
Have.
Directly, I have not used. But where I need to write JS code inside the TS file, okay, so there, that places I have used, but not directly with Angular.
Okay. Why not?
I mean, see, we generally use this kind of concept mainly for promises and asynchronous operations, okay, to better way of handling those things and all. But Angular provides this RxJS things, observable things, right? So
Oh, no,
those things.
no. Okay, let me put the same question in a slightly different way.
Yeah, please.
So why is it? See, JavaScript and TypeScript ultimately when it gets compiled JavaScript, right?
Yeah.
So if why is it? It's not happening in Angular framework. Okay, fair enough. But again, the whole concept is still there in Angular, right?
Correct.
If this structure is there, then you must be using the same concept, but in an Angular way. Where do you see all this fitting in Angular?
Acha, let me recall Angular where this closure concept fits in. So we're using RxJS 5 and all those things.
You're going too far, okay? RxJS and all is too far. Even though you say that, that's not a point.
Okay.
I think what I'm trying to say is why do you use closures and how it is helping in this Angular?
I got it.
Why do you use closures in JavaScript and how is it getting solved in Angular framework?
Yeah, directly we don't use in this way, but many a times in order to solve the problem, let's say some statement or some other things, we need to write this kind of concepts to achieve.
No, yeah, but see, you got the question. Did you understand
what I understand, let me be clear with that. Like this is the closure concept, okay? Now you are asking that in Angular, where this kind of concept is getting used, correct?
Correct.
So like once we are doing event management, event handling or callback writings, so closures are commonly used those places, right? So once for capturing the variable scope from the outer scope and then ensuring that with some handlers or callbacks, so that places we are writing it, okay?
Okay. Yes, Sagar.
Okay. So maybe to start with on the Angular side, right?
Yes, please.
We have two different components.
Okay.
right? We'll
Yeah.
extend this story for future questions as well.
Okay.
But to start with, we have two different components,
Yeah.
right? One component is personal detail, one component is work details or experience. Okay,
Okay.
there are two components, and two component has two different routes. So if I go to localhost 8080, I click on something, it opens PD as a route, personal details.
Uh, just a minute. Let me understand it once again. I'm writing it once. Like two components I have. One is person details, and
Right.
another is experience. Right? Something you mentioned. Okay. And route, what you mentioned. Repeat it once again, please.
So maybe personal details has PD and EX. These are the two routes.
PD is the route. I mean, slash PD will bring person details. Slash EX will bring experience details page.
Correct.
Okay.
So it has very simple forms, right? And we try to fill in the data.
Hmm.
So very basic thing, right? I am on a personal details page, right? I fill that complete form, and I click back button.
You click back button. Okay.
Okay. And now I go back to home and I click on EX, that is experience, right? I go back and I fill that again.
Okay.
Now again I go back to home. When I click on PD, I see there is a blank form.
Because data is not saved.
Correct. Because we haven't integrated any service yet, right?
Yeah, we have not. I mean, on we have filled the data, but we went back, so there was no save. Was not done. That's why. Correct.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So what is the
So,
requirement?
so the requirement is pretty simple. I don't want to lose the data.
Yeah, we can use Angular. So definitely we will have database integration and all, but as a user, coming to the user experience, we need to be more cautious about that. Many times user can do this kind of actions. We have done in our project also.
No, but
Like,
this is explicit action.
yeah, you go back, right? But we need to handle something over there. What we will do is that can deactivate is one of the guard, in the route. So once you saved something, once you came to this page, you have the form, you have
Mhm.
all the values, all the state of the form, first name, last name, marriage, whatever it is. Okay. So once
Mhm.
you click the back button, that means you are going to a different route. That time we should write a code in the can deactivate that if the previous state and the current state are same or not. If it is same, that means fine. You came blank, you are going blank. I will not stop you. You can go back. But if you came blank, you filled up something and it is not saved. So on save again, it will be reset, will be done, all will be blank. So that time I'll restrict the user. Hey, you have some unsaved data into the page. Do you want to save it? If yes, fine, go and save. If no, just we'll go to the next route. So that kind of can deactivate route we can write on deactivating one route, and that will give a solution.
Sagar, I think Sagar dropped, but I have a continuation question here. Okay.
Please, please.
So let's understand. Let's what you said about deactivate and putting that thing, right? What is it called, by the way, when you put
It is
anything on the
called can
deactivate?
deactivate. One guard named can deactivate.
Okay, fair enough. Chalo, guard. Where you apply, you create a custom guard, you handle all this logic and all that good stuff.
Yes.
Now think, let's take when he said a form, right? Now I'm saying I have a form, and what you said was when you'll when you activate, when you enter the page, you'll save a state. Okay. And then you when you move out, you'll compare the current state with the saved state. If both are same, you move him out. If they are different, you'll keep them in. Is
Correct.
that correct?
Yeah.
So when you say state, what do you mean by
I
state?
mean, state means nothing but here, let's say, generally in this employee object, if we talk about this person object, if we talk about, that is having all blank
Okay,
data, right? Like
great.
name and
Okay,
first name,
got it.
last name.
I got the
Yeah.
concept.
Yeah.
But now in most of our pages, right, when most of our forms, we have like 60, 70 fields.
Yeah.
In all these fields, what do you expect? If the person is expected to go and check all 60 field and cross verify and keep the object, how do you expect that to happen? That's a general use case. I'm not talking just about
Okay.
our use case.
Okay.
But isn't that the real case that generally that's what it happens?
Yeah, it's correct only, but Angular can deactivate is smart enough if you just give the
No,
person.
no.
No need
You
to give.
let's move ahead from that can deactivate
Okay,
topic.
okay,
Now,
okay.
when you're explaining, right, you said can deactivate and you have a guard and you'll check whether the initial object and the new object are equal,
Yeah.
right? That's what you said. So I'm
Yes.
taking the whole conversation a step ahead and I'm saying the
Okay.
form has 60 fields.
Okay.
Now, are you going to compare each and every field with the old object and the new object?
Each and every field of the old object to the new object.
That's what the ultimate is boils
Yeah,
down, right? That's what you
yeah. I
said.
mean, in order to make that achieve, we need to uh, do that. I mean, let's say, I mean, if we have more fields, then it is a problem, right? You mean to
But
say?
I'm asking you, what would you do if there are those kind of things?
Yeah, generally we should do that only if we are using that.
Okay, now I have a form which has 120 fields,
Okay.
and then tomorrow I have a field form which has 200 fields.
Mm.
Multi-form, multi-tab, right? So you'll have to land up. Are you going to do all of that? Cross compare field by field, object by
No, no, no,
object.
no. See, cross compare field by field in case of can deactivate also no need to do. Simply just pass the person object. Initially it was blank. Now if you fill something, some data is there, automatically they'll
Not
do
necessarily.
internally and that will be taken care of.
No,
You are
yeah,
asking me
but
some
I
better way of
but I
achieving
have a
that without that.
but I have an object. I have a form in which there are 200 fields now.
Yes. I have an object that is having 200 fields and
See, you
so
understood your original solution, right? You said when you enter the object, enter the form, you'll keep an object of current state. That's what you said.
hmm,
And when you're moving out in your can deactivate guard state, you are going to check that object with your current object.
correct.
Correct?
Correct. This is what I
Now,
mentioned. Yeah.
yes, that's what you said. So in that form object, I'm saying there are 200 properties in that particular object because
Okay.
each property is mapping to 200 elements.
Yes, I got your point.
Now you tell me, now you alter, are you going to check 200 fields or 200 properties one after the other and then decide whether can you deactivate or not?
No, that
Or
will
is
take.
there any other better
I'm
way to
thinking
do it?
for a better way. That is the one thing we can do, but that will take a lot of time and do all those things can activate guard. But if we are using any reactive forms here, and I mean, it will have a corresponding form control associated with the form group and nested form group over there. That will allow us to track and manage the values and the states in a better way, so that we can achieve it like that.
I have still not got the answer, to be honest.
Yeah, I am trying to get a
But you
better.
just gave me I think you just read something, right? So what is that answer? But you gave me the whole description, definition of
Hmm.
Angular, which is there on Angular portal right off for reactive forms.
Yeah,
But I'm asking for the exact. No, I got it, but I want that real answer because that's exact line what is there on the reactive form of Angular.
reactive form.
No. I'm asking. See, there is one way of you cross compare. Then that goes back 10 years back. Also, the same thing is to happen. So,
Yeah,
but if you have this, what would you do?
what number of forms if you have? What could be the best way to handle these bigger objects? Hmm, what else can I think of?
Hey Sagar, by the way, you're back. I think I was just taking up when you
Yeah,
were
yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah. No problem, no problem. Yeah, I lost my battery, so I'm back on.
Yeah, hi, Sagar.
Yeah, but still, I am not sure whether you have answer to that personal details and experience. If I navigate back and forth.
No, no. One way I have explained that we have done in our project also. It is a this will also work. But what Pankaj is asking, that is extension to that. Like using auth guard can deactivate. We can create a pop up and ask user to stop if the state are not
No,
same.
that is no. Those are no. Can deactivate is not going to help me because that's what I said. Explicit requirement, right? I want to go back and I want to come back. I want to go back. I want to come back.
No, if you want to go back, your routing will be changed, right? If you
Correct.
go back from one route and if you click back button, your routing will
Correct.
be
So there
changed,
are
right?
many ways to handle this.
Yeah, can
So
deactivate is
we
also
can,
one way. I mean, we can definitely achieve it using can deactivate also.
but
But
can deactivate will just guard it, right? It will refrain me from going from one place to other place, right? Or
it will guard it, and that time you'll get a pop-up, right? User will get a pop-up,
no,
right?
but that is not the requirement. That is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Mine is explicit requirement that I want to go back to home. I want to come back to
Acha.
PD.
I mean, you don't want to be stopped. You can go back, go back,
Correct,
and come
correct.
back.
That is what I'm saying from
Okay.
the beginning, that
Okay.
it's an
Okay.
explicit requirement.
Okay. So here we can use introduce state management over here. Like once you go save something, like we can have a store and save the state. Okay, until unless it is stored to the database. Okay, we can have
Okay,
many
that
many
is one way. Any other way? That's a very complex way that you are proposing.
yeah, and state management. Okay, or subject behavior way. I mean, we can create a subject and broadcast the data and keep it in
But
the.
how do you broadcast it? Who is going to listen that?
I'll have some listeners present in the home page, let's say, for these two specifically. So if you pass
It's very
something,
complex. Okay, I'll tell you one simple way. Then
yes,
I'm
please tell me.
expecting one more way from you,
Yeah.
since you're talking about route. I'll tell you very simple way. I'll just store that object virtually and I'll just go and back and forth, right? I'll look at the route and I'll get it populated. It's pretty simple, right?
Okay. That
You
means
don't need a store, you need a simple object, right?
yeah. So, like once you have filled something, you'll store it in an object, right?
Correct.
So that object needs to be propagated to the home page also, right?
No, no, why we need to propagate? It's there in the component or somewhere
Okay.
else, right?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So one more way I would expect from you, because you talked a lot about routing, right? So
Yeah.
routing as a feature,
Yeah. So
because routing itself solves this problem of
I mean,
creating multiple.
routing, can we use if we navigate to other page, store the object and take it. But if we have something to come, resolver will help. But here resolver will also not help. Have the data to be persistent.
Okay, okay. No
Yeah.
worries, no worries. Okay. Hmm. Okay, okay. So now coming back to the same scenario, right? Instead of navigating, we will have these two components placed in one. I think we are 10 minutes over,
Yeah,
but
no
let's
problem.
continue
Take your
5 more
time.
minutes.
I'm no. If you have time, please continue.
Yeah, yeah. We'll just continue for 5 more minutes. So we have this two component instead of route, right? We'll place it in one single page, right? And now we want to communicate in between. So based on personal details, we'll see some changes happening, or we'll refer some data to experience component.
Okay.
Is
I
it
mean,
possible?
repeat your requirement once again, please, if you don't mind.
So let's remove those routes.
Okay. There is no doubts. Okay. Two components are there.
Correct. So these are two components. Now they are talking to each other. How?
Okay. Okay.
What are possible ways?
There are definitely these two components. We can, if it is a parent-child relationship, is there? Fine. We
No,
can.
not parent child. They
No.
are
Okay.
peers.
Okay. 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 No parent-child is there. So using services, we can communicate using subject, behavior, subject. We communicate, and that is state management that I was telling. Using a store from the UI, dispatch an action, then reducer, update the store, then using selector again update by the
Okay.
component.
But in your earlier scenario, when we were discussing about the routes, can we not use service just to store the data?
We can also use service. We can also use service. Shared service, we
Okay.
can establish this relationship, and it is also achievable using that.
Mhm, mhm. Okay. Okay. You know what is custom filter?
Custom filter, yeah. Custom filter means custom filter or custom pipe, you are asking.
Custom pipe, right?
Correct, correct. So custom pipe means, see, pipe what it does transform, right? Transforming our data in a particular format. So many a times we do have a lot of requirements like like to check that, to add something extra onto the field. Okay, so that time we implement custom pipe, like at the rate pipe decorator we add into the class. Okay, and then once we add at the pipe decorator, we need to pipe transform interface is there in the Angular itself, so we need to implement that pipe transform interface. There's a transform method over there. Over there, we need to write our own logic over there, and also in the provider, we need to attach that filter so that it will be available for the entire module level. Okay, and then we can simply use it like pipe symbol, and it will work accordingly. So we used many custom pipe.
Okay. Okay. Hey, I am done. Pankaj, you have.
No, I think I'm done, man. Thank you. Yes, if Sagar, yeah, if you have any questions.
Okay,
first-
Arghya.
yeah.
I think, yeah, we are done. If you have any questions for us, let me know.
Yeah, so first of all, Sagar and Pankaj, thank you so much for joining and giving me this opportunity to interact with you. And it was really a great interview and a great knowledge sharing session. I'm so happy to interact with you. And yeah, like if you just in one or two lines highlight like what all things we do, like what will be the roles and responsibilities that will help my curious mind to get something to understand something about the fidelity. Like if you just tell one or two lines on that.
Yeah, definitely. So it's basically senior Angular developer role. We are a product company, as you're aware, right?
Yeah.
So we are looking for a product development guy who can actually work independently and as a part of the team as well. And our technology focus right now is Angular
Great.
and a lot of other front-end stuff. But yeah, right now I can only talk about Angular.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, one last thing. I mean, it's not the direct interview feedback I'm asking, but as a generalist, if you give me a feedback, like what all things I need to, practice, or what all things I need to revisit the concept. Okay, that will help me to grow, because your expertise will definitely help me to grow as a professional. So if you give a generalized feedback,
Oh,
what
I
I'm good
think
at.
underlying you're asking us feedback.
No need to give the interview feedback. Say I'm not asking I'm selected or rejected. But see, we connect with different individuals. Everyone is having a way of understanding me, right? So if it's up to you. Like if you share that, that will be really helpful for me to work on that and take it to the next level. That is how we all grow. Like if you are, share that. That will be really great. Even if you don't say the good part, if you say the bad part, I'm happy with that, because that is
No,
something
no,
I need
it's
to
not
improve.
about good and bad.
Or the
It's
improvement
about
steps.
like, see, basically, I can share, I can talk a lot of things, but if you understand my position, right, or Pankaj's position right now, we are in an interview discussion, right? So it's not fair to discuss
Okay.
anything which is related to anybody's progress, growth, or maybe feedback kind of stuff. Or I mean, you're getting my point, right?
I
Because
completely
we've
understand.
been bound to rules, right? And it's
Yeah.
maybe not fair.
It sounds good.
Maybe if you connect me on LinkedIn or somewhere,
Yeah,
some
I'll
other
connect with
channel,
you.
I'll definitely talk to you.
Yeah, I'll be happy to connect both of you in the LinkedIn. After this call, I'll connect both of you. Yeah.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Thank you so much. I really loved
Okay.
this. Thank you
Thank
once
you.
again for
Bye-bye.
connecting. Yeah. Yeah. Bye.
Thanks, man.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
guys.
Bye.
Take care.
আপাতত ইন্টারভিউ নিতে এসেছিল